Hello everyone. Another video. I'm doing this in my bedroom on my bed because I've been sick lately, so I haven't really been feeling up to, you know, doing what I usually do, go on the table, whatever. Um, so, yeah, hope you guys enjoy it. Okay, so today I will be showing you how to make Christmas stockings. Now I'll have a itemized list of what you need down in the description box below. Down here, I guess. Anyway, sorry, I'm still a little under the weather. It's that time of season, or year. Anyway, so I'll just jump right into it, and I'll have an itemized list on the bottom in the description box. So, enjoy. Okay, so first you take some cardboard and you make a Christmas stocking shape out of it. I used a piece of cardboard from a pizza box. So make a shape, you get any kind of fabric that you want. I have angels, so I'm going to be using this. I got this fabric from my soon-to-be mother-in-law. She has lots of fabric. We both enjoy making stuff, pillows, clothing, that sort of thing. She's mostly into yarn, though. Okay. I'm not really on the whole yarn thing. But anyway, so you lay this down, flatten it out as much as possible, and then you take the stocking shape thing, and you lay it down there. I wish I had a better camera, I'm sorry guys. Alright, and lay it down. This probably works better on the table, but it'll do. Alright, lay it down. Oh, whoops, I got this backwards. You want to fold it the opposite direction. You want the inside to be facing out when you do it, because you want to stitch it on the inside so that there we go. So that the inside of it has the stitching and it won't be noticed as much on the outside. Alright, so lay that back down like that. I like to leave a little bit of extra room where it's folded, and then up at the top as well, so that you can fold it over and stitch it or whatever. And then I'm just taking a regular pencil. Well, it's not a regular pencil actually, it's a watercolor pencil. To trace. You can use a pencil, you could use a pen, a marker. I don't know why I'm tracing that part. I want that something like that. Anyway, I'm using a purple pencil. So, and you go this. Just trace along it. So that would be the area that you want to stitch. Now, when you cut this out, you want to leave about ½ an inch, maybe, past the line. You want to cut it ½ an inch on the outside of the line. You don't want to cut directly up against the line, because then your stitching won't be so, great. Alright. I am not sure that showed up as well as I wanted it to. Alright, I'm going to do a little jump cut here because I need to go get a marker and fix this, because that's not really showing up, so I'm going to use a marker. Okay. And I got a marker. So, permanent marker. I got blue because I couldn't find my black one. So I actually found a hard surface that I could put underneath this, so I won't have to cause a problem with the tracing and all that stuff. So, alright. So I'll put this back on there like that. Open up my marker. And just kind of go down. Hopefully this doesn't go through the fabric, because if it does, it might get on this hard surface, which actually belongs to my fiance, and I'm hoping that it does not. There we go. That's better. Okay. There we go. And that shows up much, much better. Okay. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's a really crappy camera. Okay. Get it. Alrighty. So, now that you've got the marks here, hope you can see that. Okay. Then, you cut it. But like I said, you want to leave a little bit of space so that you're not cutting right up against the line, because the line is where you want to stitch. So you want to cut, I'd say right about up here. I don't know if you can see that, but right around here. So you're leaving about, a good, I don't know, I guess I'd call that half an inch. I'm not real good at judging measurements without actually using a ruler, but so yeah. Oh, and if you are doing this on your bed instead of a hard surface or whatever, make sure you don't cut your sheets or whatever. I almost did that once. It was not fun. In fact, I did cut a hole in one once. Again, not fun. So you just kind of cut along here. Don't leave too big of a space. Come on. Okay. I usually like to put straight pins in it first. Don't know why I'm not doing that. So it won't, separate when you're trying to cut it. I don't know why I didn't do that. I usually do. Again, if you're doing this on a bed or something, make sure you don't pin it to the bed, because that wouldn't be fun either. Alrighty. And we'll just put them like that. Okay. So I did a jump cut so that you didn't have to see me cutting it all out and everything. That's probably kind of boring. This is what it looks like after I cut it out and put the little straight pins in it so that it can be stitched. Now, you can use whatever, thread you'd like, but I'm using black thread. This is usually the kind that goes in the machine, but it was cheaper, so way cheaper, much better deal. So I decided to get this instead. I don't have a machine myself, but that's okay, because I prefer to do it by hand anyway. Alrighty. So I've got it started. Don't know if you can see that, but this is thread. Okay, what I like to do is I like to take, actually I'll show you what I do. I will just cut off a piece for a sample here. Alright, let's do that. Make it fairly long. I like to make it pretty long. This is not even as long as I usually like to put it, so, but just make it, I like to do this. See, I like to take and go, put the two ends together like this. Put the two ends together like that. There, you can see that. The two ends together like that. And then I stick these two ends in the needle. Okay. Needle. Now, there are, for those of you who don't know, things to help you with this, threading the needle. I never use them. They don't work for me for some reason. I don't know, I guess I have better eyes than, most of the people I talk to about this or whatever, but I don't know. I just don't like it. But anyway, there you go. That's threading the needle. And then you just stitch along the lines. Okay. Let's get started, shall we? Now, I am going to actually start down here and work my way around. So you just stick the thing right. And most people fold it over like this. I don't do that. It probably works better if you do it this way, the way most people do, but I don't do that. I'm kind of lazy when it comes to that sort of stuff. I just kind of stitch it like this. And then I separate these like that. And stick that through there. And that way, there's no risk of it actually coming out because you put it inside itself, so there's really nothing where it can go. And then you just kind of stitch it like this. And see, that's another reason why you want it on the inside instead of the outside, because the stitching doesn't look so great when you do it by hand anyway. So you kind of just want to, stitch it. Okay, so I've got it zoomed in so that you can see it a little bit better. Just kind of stitch along there. I didn't start it where I should have, which is right at the edge, so I'm actually going to stitch backwards a little and then keep going. So you just stitch it right along the... In case you haven't noticed, I also don't use thimbles either. Those little things you put on your fingers so that you don't poke yourself. So I tend to get poked a lot. Sometimes I even bleed a little. I never get it on whatever I'm stitching, but I do sometimes bleed a little. So I don't know if you can see. Can you all see the line right there? So that's the line that I'm stitching on. I apologize if this is kind of boring for you guys. I don't do a lot of talking, and when I do, it's kind of repeating the same thing, so, but yeah, no, I love to, every year, my roommate and I, oh, I just realized I'm not wearing my engagement ring. Anyway, my roommate and I, have this tradition, before I even met my fiance, who also lives with us, because, well, obvious, he's my fiance, so, we have this tradition every year for Christmas. I either buy or make, a Christmas stocking for each of us, and a Christmas ornament. I usually make them, partly because I enjoy it, and partly because, well, we're kind of poor, and it's cheaper to make it than it is to buy it. So, so yeah, I usually just do that, and I decided, and my fiance didn't disagree with me, so, that I'm going to continue the tradition, but with my fiance involved. So, now, every year, I'm gonna hand stitch Christmas stockings and Christmas ornaments. So, and I figure since it's getting, I know it's not even Thanksgiving yet, but it's getting close, and I figure since Christmas is, right around the corner, it would be nice to, show you guys my video of me making Christmas stockings. Now, you can use any kind of fabric you want. It works better if it's not a stretchy kind of fabric. I've figured that out in the past when I first started to do these. I was like, oh, well, apparently it doesn't work very well if you do stretchy fabric. Well, I mean, it could if you use a sewing machine. It doesn't work as well when you're doing it by hand. If you're using a sewing machine, it would probably work. But I don't know. I've never used a sewing machine, so I don't know. Anyway, so this is the beginning of it. And, so yeah, you just stitch right along the line there. Yeah, so I'm going to cut this so that you don't have to sit here and watch me for like an hour stitch this thing. I don't know if it'll take me an hour. Sometimes it takes me an hour. Sometimes it takes me like 10 minutes. I don't know. But, yeah, so I'm gonna jump cut this. Okay, this is the final product. And, well, that's the gist of how you make a Christmas stocking. Hope you guys liked this video. Yeah, if you liked it, go ahead and hit the like button. That's pretty much all I have to say. Alright, bye. Hi, so, quick note at the end. For those of you who watched my last video and are curious, I fixed my microphone. Technically I didn't fix it because it turns out it wasn't even broken. When I did my other video, I didn't realize that I had the microphone on mute. So that's why it didn't work. So I was tinkering around a bit with my microphone, and I realized it was on mute and everything, so I fixed it. Another little quick note, for those of you who have noticed these paintings, oh, hang on, bad at this, these paintings in the background. Okay, so like I was saying, these paintings, we got this one. Zoom in on that a little bit. There we go. Anyway, this one, which is called Proxy. This one I created. I'm the artist of these paintings. This one I made. Wow, that long ago, huh? July 22nd of 2015. That's when I made this one. This one's called Proxy because this one, her, right here, there we go. She is a drawing of one of my my role-playing characters, and her name's Proxy. It's a nickname, obviously. Actually, you probably don't care about that. Leave comments in the comment box if you want me to tell you that story in another video or something. But anyway, she's a role-playing character of mine, and this is this one. No, this one. Sorry, this is. I know it looks like Nala from Lion King, but it's because I drew it from a picture of that. I didn't trace it, I drew it. But it ended up looking a little more like Nala than I intended to. It's supposed to be an adult female lion. So yeah, I created this a couple of years back. And this other one, which is my future husband's favorite. Can everybody see that? Yeah. Alright, there we go. Oh, wrong way. There we go. This one is a landscape that I painted November 25th of last year. I got the canvas along with all the paints and stuff in a birthday present from our ex-roommate. So yeah, if you guys are interested in, seeing me paint something, I have plenty of canvas and stuff, so just, leave a comment. It'll probably be, unless you guys have something specific that you want, it would probably be like landscapes and whatnot, because that's what I'm best at. So, but yeah, just leave comments in the comment box if you wish to see more and whatnot. And also, some of these paintings and my jewelry and stuff, I've been trying to sell in like yard sales and stuff. So if any of you are interested, just let me know. All right, I will see you in the next video, I guess. Bye.